What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be recoding these intakes for the Z. They were previously this illusion cherry, but first time around it wasn't the best job. So we're going to redo it because the car is getting a new color change. So to go with the new color scheme. So first things first, you got to strip the old coating. So the only thing I used is just paint stripper, working with what you got. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be trying my best to scrape off as much as I can, and then whatever I can take off, I'll just hit it in the sandblaster and then let it outgas, and then it should be ready for spraying. So this is probably the best I'm gonna be able to get it by hand. So now we're just gonna go hit the rest in the sandblaster. Hopefully it takes it all off. And while we do that, we'll start putting on the paint stripper on the longer side of the intakes. So it's a couple days later, and what I actually ended up doing was I just couldn't get the coating off. So I took it to someone to get it stripped. And right now we're just outgassing them. I already sandblasted them. And what we're doing over here is sandblasting the other part of the intakes. And then after outgassing, let them cool down, and I'll record them getting coated. Alright, so the intakes are freshly out the oven, outgassed. So the next thing is I'm gonna just spray them, and then put them in for the cure time, and then it's in for install. Those are the other ones cooling down. What's up, everyone? Back at the shop today. So today we are going to be taking off these calipers to get ready for powder coat. So if you guys are looking into doing this, let me show you guys the tools you'll need. So save yourself the headache and get a flare nut wrench, just because we have this sway bar right here covering the nut, which would be somewhere back here, so that gets in the way. So just use a wrench and a mallet or hammer. Just some of these bolts are really on there, and then once you have it off, you need to take off that bleed line as well. That's with the flare nut. Okay, and then I still have the front one to do, so I will be showing you guys how to do that one. And then we're still gonna do the intakes, and then apart from that, finishing up the wrap, slapping the wheels back on, and that should be the full car complete. All right, so for this side, we're gonna start with taking off the brake line. So that's gonna be a 10 mil on the flare side of the nut. So go ahead and do that real quick. All right, and then what I did for up here to get to this bolt, where's it at? Right here, that one. So what I did is I took off that little 12 mil right here, just to move it back as much as I can, just to barely get enough to the bolt. Should be able to take it out like that. All right, so after dropping those two bolts, the caliper should just want to take off by itself. Give me a second. Okay. Yep, there we go. So caliper's off. And then, so to take everything apart, you're gonna want to take off these cotter pins right here. Cotter pins. And then take off the little brace thing right here. And after taking this off, this metal cover should come off, and then just take off the pads, and they're good to go. There we go, that's the whole caliper off. And I'll show you guys the disassembly process when I'm ready to powder coat them.
Eternity later.
What's up, everyone? So it's now a couple weeks later, actually. And I just wanted to show y'all the finished product on the Z. So let's start over here with the calipers. Here's the yellow, I believe it's called the spring yellow. There's the front. Here's the back. And then I also did end up doing the intakes as I showed y'all. A little too close. There we go. Came out pretty solid. Yeah, I had to scratch it because these intakes did not want to fit through that little hole. I should have probably dremeled it out, but it is what it is. So we did that. We redid the front lip because it was, believe it or not, more chipped than that. Redid the tint. Oh, we put on the JDMs as well. And oh shit, we're good at boys. But yeah, guys, this is the car as of right now. There is also more content coming. I have a couple things in mind, but let me know what you guys would like to see as far as content with the Z. But yeah, there she is. Appreciate y'all for watching.